Hello my YouTube friends. Thought I'd do a quick video today on the new Civivi Stormhowl. It's not brand new, they've just dropped something else I think, or about to. Uh, Seems like about every 2 weeks they drop another new knife, or a few of them. But anyways, I noticed that there hasn't been a lot of reviews on this yet, so I just thought I'd do a quick rundown on it for you. Um, it's a very light knife, I can tell you that. It is only 3 ounces. Great action like Civivis are known to be. But uh, I've really been enjoying this one. What I like most about it is the texture on here. These ridges. This gives a lot of grip, which is kind of rare for an aluminum handled knife. Like the newer Civivi Practice Button Lock. This is another great knife, but it's very slick. Now, that doesn't bother me because, to me, this is just a light-duty EDC knife. I'm not doing any heavy, prolonged cutting uh, with a knife like this, so the slipperiness isn't going to bother me. It's fine just for a few quick cuts, maybe slice up a couple boxes or something. And once I get a good firm grip on it, this thing ain't going nowhere. I'm not dropping it. Um, but this is very, very grippy. I'd like to see them do more, maybe not necessarily the same pattern, but more textured aluminum handles like this. All knife makers for that matter. This thing just, I'm telling you, it gives you really, really good grip. Very comfortable handle. Civivi knows how to make a knife pretty good. I don't know if they know how to make a bad one. I've never had a bad one. I got an old, I think, wooden Civivi Conspirator. It's got a little bit of button stick. It isn't bad, but it's light. It's a light button stick, and I know that if I took it apart and cleaned it, I could get rid of that easy enough. But I just haven't bothered. But yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of this one. This is the new. It's called the Stormhowl. Its blade is 3.3 inches long, and it's Nitro V steel. The handle is 4 3/4 inches long. Overall, 7.64 inches. Nice thin blade stock, very thin. Most most nicely tend to go 3 mils thick, which is like 0.12 inches. This is zero point 0.1 and zero point 0.1 inches, 2.6 mils, very thin and slicey. And being a taller flat grind like that, this thing slices very well. It is a flat grind, not a hollow grind. Hollow would have been nice, but this is still extremely slicey. And like I mentioned, it's only 3 ounces, and the handle is just under a half an inch, 0.47 inch. Runs on ceramic bearings, which pretty much all the Civivis do nowadays. Most budget knives at all do. But this thing is just a really great slicey blade. Nice clip point, satin finish. The jimping works quite well. Everything about this knife I really like. It does have a reversible deep carry clip, which is recessed, both screws and the clip itself. You can reverse it, so got a little lefty love, and being a button lock, it's pretty ambidextrous. Came very sharp as Civivis do, but I wish they wouldn't put quite such a polished edge on them. They come sharp, but they don't seem to hold their edge real long for the factory edge. But once I sharpened it up and put my edge on it, this thing's been holding really well now. I like a little more bite on it. They don't tend to come with a lot of bite. Recently I switched. I was doing a lot of polished edges just because they look really nice, and this one actually looks almost like it's polished, but it's not. I was quitting at you know 1,000 grit, 800 grit. I just recently started stopping at 400 grit, and man, this thing is still sharp, but boy, it is nice and toothy. I mean, this thing is just a dream to cut with. Um, I wasn't sure if I'd like this light blue color. I was wanting to go with a black, but the black has the multicolored blade with the coated blade on the flats. And I'm just not a big fan of coatings on blades because once you start using them, they get all, you can see that they're all scuffed up. Whereas this, if I polish this up, you'd never even know it wasn't brand new. So I prefer an unpolished blade, and the other option is pink, which nothing against anybody who likes pink, but it just isn't my color. And then they have a red one with the Damascus blade, but I just went with the blue, plain and simple, and in person it looks a lot better than it did on the pictures. So I'm quite happy with it all in all. T8s all the way around. There's no milling on the inside, But like I said, 3 ounces really doesn't need to be. I mean, if they milled it down, it could be even lighter, I guess. But 3 ounces is fine with me. Open construction, standoff, easy to blow out, clean out. So no button stick at all on it. Overall, great knife. The normal Civivi clip, nothing special, but they work. It will stay in your pocket, and with this texturing, it slides in and out. Not quite as like this one would, but it still is not hard to get in and out of the pocket, so it's perfectly fine. Other than that, I don't know what else I can tell you about it. It's a really good knife if you like button locks. Spine whack passes no problem. So to me, that's a good knife. If you like Civivis, if you like button locks, if you like a lightweight EDC, this is a good one. I don't see any reason I can't knock it at all. The only knock I could get is I wish that the plunge line and the edge termination came out just a little farther away from that plunge line. I didn't get a smile on this sharpening, but 2 or 3 sharpenings in, and you're probably going to start getting a smile. But it's a budget knife. It's and honestly, I see a lot of $300 knives that have the same thing, so I can't really knock them too hard for that. It's not the worst I've seen, not the best I've seen. But other than that, I cannot find anything else to complain about this knife. It's, to me, one of the Civivi's better knives that they've come out with recently. That's all I got for you for today. Until the next one, stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you.